This video tutorial will demonstrate how to add featured auctions anywhere on your store. Displaying auctions in your store is a great way to drive sales and increase user engagement among your customers. From the Shopify dashboard, under Sales Channels, click Online Store. Under your current theme, click the Customize button. Within the editor, we'll be adding auctions using app blocks. For this example, we'll be using the homepage. Shopify's editor by default is on the homepage, so no changes are needed to switch between page templates. I'll navigate to the bottom of the left-hand portion of the screen, and I'll click Add Section. And from here, we'll notice there are two featured auctions app blocks. The Featured Auctions app block with an S allows you to display multiple auctions, while the Featured Auction app block with no S allows you to display a single auction with more detailed information. We'll add both of them in this tutorial, but we'll start with the Featured Auctions app block first to display multiple auctions. After adding the app block, we can see there's a banner message saying an error occurred. This occurs because no collection is currently selected, and this will be fixed in a moment. Let's move the app block to the top portion of the page for better visibility. And the app block is situated right underneath the page banner. From the right side of the page, we can see there are a bunch of configuration options. First thing I'll do is I will select a collection, and I will select the auctions collection. We can now see there are auctions displaying on the page, which is good. Instead of displaying 3 auctions, I'll display 6. That looks good. I can also change the view of the auctions to display an image carousel instead of a stacked grid, as we see here. I will do that by selecting Image Carousel on desktop and mobile. We can now see there's a carousel here. The buttons are a little small, so what I'll do is I will make the buttons a bit bigger. I'll also increase the font size of the button. And let's just test to see that the carousel works. And it does work, so that's great. Let's also add a View All button at the bottom of this app block. So I'll enable that by clicking there. And we can see the View All button displays. I'll also change the button color to black to better match my theme, and that looks good there. Another thing I'll do is I will change the title to Featured Auctions and center the title in the middle of the page. And lastly, what I'll do is I'll bold the title and bold the auction titles as well, so the headings stand out a bit more on the page. Now that's a good start. Let's add the Featured Auction app block. So back on the left side of the page, I'll click Add Section. I'll click Featured Auction. From here, we see nothing displays. We'll adjust that momentarily. I'll place this right underneath the Featured Auctions app block that was just added to the page. From here, I will select an auction. Let's select this first one here. And now we can see an auction is displayed on the page. On the right side, we have a few configuration options. I will increase the title size, and I'll also make it bold so the title stands out more. And we can also change the proportions of the image and the text on the page as well. So we can do that by changing the numbers here. So a larger number on the image section makes the image larger in proportion to the text. For this example, I think I will make the text slightly larger. And that looks good. Everything looks good, and I will save my changes. And my changes have been saved. Let's see how this looks on my store. I will refresh the page, and we can see the featured auctions have been added onto the page. Let's just test everything works well. That works as expected, and let's take a look at this, and this looks fine as well. And that's how you add featured auctions to your Shopify store.